have both those feelings, more like mixed emotions. Most people will congratulate you and think that it is one of the best things in the world, but you're thinking, I don't know how to be a parent. There are a million books out there to tell you the symptoms of pregnancy and give you plenty of exercises to do to make the labor easy. But there's nothing that can prepare you for the life-changing experience you're about to endure. When I set up my first appointment at the clinic, I was given a book titled Your Pregnancy and Childbirth by the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. This book is supposed to explain what happens during each month of pregnancy, including the things to expect during labor and delivery. As my pregnancy went on, there were more books, magazines, and advice given by other mothers and parents and family members. Reality is, no one or nothing can teach you how to be a parent, let alone a good one. No matter how many books you read or how much advice you receive, the only way to learn how to be a parent is to actually experience it for yourself. Accepting the fact that your life will change is the very first part of being pregnant. Nothing is or about you or your partner anymore. Your child comes first in everything you do. Every decision you make will have to do with your child. You will have to realize that someone will be watching your every move and taking after everything you do. My life changed for the better, as most people should, and having my son was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Having a supportive partner is a very important part in being pregnant. Everyone's pregnancy is different. Some are easy and others are a little harder. One thing that can make a pregnancy hard is not having a supportive partner around. It is important to have someone who can help you around the house and with other children if they're around. It is also important to have someone try to learn how they can make labor easier for you. OBGYNs are the most educated about pregnancy and labor. It is best to do everything they say because ultimately they are the ones who can help make this experience easier for you. 4 weeks before delivery is a very important time for you. You are probably starting to feel most uncomfortable around the 36-week mark, and this will last until the baby gets here, unfortunately. It is important to get plenty of rest, walk a lot, and stay active. Also, drinking tons of water and taking your vitamins will be good for labor and also good for the baby. The baby needs tons of nutrition throughout the whole pregnancy. The last appointment for the due date is very important, and it's important to make sure you ask your doctor all the questions you may have because it's important to know what to expect and what to do in the case of any situation. This is also a good time to get a hospital bag ready. When you arrive at the hospital, be prepared for any news that you may receive, whether it's good or bad. Continue to drink plenty of water and walk as much as you can. Hours of labor can be very long for you. On TV, it's easy to think that labor is a quick process because of editing, but in reality, labor can be extremely long. With your first child, labor can last anywhere from 12 to 18 hours. My labor lasted a total of 24 hours, and that includes 3 hours of pushing. Everyone's labor is different, and each baby you have will come with all different experiences when it's time for labor. Pushing is when screaming begins. Most women are in the most pain when it's time to push. It is important to listen to your nurse and do the breathing exercises as instructed. I pushed for 3 hours before they realized that my son's head was stuck under my pelvic bone, and we changed positions 4 different times before he actually came out. Finally, your child has arrived. While it is exciting that you have had the baby, this is when things in real life begin to change, and life as you know it will never be the same. The beginning, when you bring baby home, it's a new start for you. The first night at home, the jitters of being a new parent is totally normal. This is probably when reality hits most parents and you realize that you have just given life to someone. While this is a very exciting and scary time, it is also very confusing. The first night home with my fiance and I, we both cried a lot. We knew that we just had a child but didn't know how in the world we were going to take care of him or the first thing to do as new parents. We were very tired and stressed, but we knew that as long as we had each other, we'd be fine. There's no more books now. While there are tons of books out there, we thought it best just not to invest in those and try to figure out things as we go along. As time goes on, we're learning more about ourselves, more about each other as a couple, and more about each other as parents. We continue to support and help one another because we don't know everything, and there's always more to learn. Now it's time for us to enjoy our babies. Babies are forever changing and growing and learning new things. We are excited to watch our son grow and help him learn what things are and what they do. Now that he is 5.5 months old, he talks a little more and smiles a lot. Most people say that he's a happy baby, and that lets us know that we've done something right. We have not showered our baby with gifts, but we showered him with love and affection, and that's what babies need more than anything. Being a parent does not start out when the baby gets here. It actually begins as soon as you find out you are pregnant. There are many things to do during pregnancy as a parent to ensure that you have a healthy baby. After having a child, I've realized many things about being a parent and just more about life in general. Parents who are new usually struggle for the first few months, but after a while they figure it out and sometimes end up being better parents than parents were to them. My fiance and I have had to learn most things on our own when it comes to parenting our son, but we do receive many compliments, which is probably the most rewarding part. There's an old saying that we live by that says, "There's no better teacher out there than life itself."